Yeah, there are a number of words that have the root in magic. Imagination, majesty, magazine.
Yeah, magazine.
With
Mag.
and we talk about magazine. The short word for magazine is mag.
Mag. Yeah.
In the magazine. So there are a lot of words that have magic as the root. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, you know what the root, you know what the origin of the word grammar is? We talked about this before, maybe.
I'm not sure. Grammar.
The word grammar is a variation of the word grimoire, very old English grimoire, which means the book of black magic. Um, vert, as an advert, vert is change,
Yeah.
as in
Yeah. Advert.
convert or
Mm-hmm.
revert
Yeah.
or subvert. Vert is change. And so with advert, we've got this idea of additional positive form of changing something there. So it's in the advert. And we've got advertisement, ment being mente or the mind. So
Mm-hmm.
we've got a change of the mind in the context of the word advertisement, which
Yeah.
is naturally what you want to do. You want to change someone's mind or persuade them to to do something different.
Mm.
And of course, it all comes down to language, which is words, which you spell, and the spell is
Mm-hmm.
magic, and
Yeah.
and so on. It all comes back around to magical forms of change and ideas and philosophies and manipulations or alterations or simple little changes that we want to make in the world around about us. Now you asked about the mind, and the problem with the mind is the problem we don't have with computers. In computers, you can build a firewall, a special wall that lets certain kinds of information through and blocks other kinds of information. But the mind has no firewall. And so where
Like.
we can protect our technology, we can protect the computers by limiting the information that comes in. The human brain doesn't have that, and it doesn't have it automatically.
Oh, I like this idea. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have it automatically, and
Uh-huh.
you have to purposefully build your own psychological and mental firewall in order to protect your brain from unwanted influences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now this is data and information that is around us all of the time that will influence our thoughts, our habits, the patterns that are in our life. But we want to, obviously we want some kind of filter which allows in the good information and keeps out the bad information. And we don't naturally have this. It doesn't naturally exist. So some people argue that the subconscious mind has its own system of firewall where it it rejects some information and it accepts others. But this is not it's not a conscious plan. So it's a little bit out of control. So when we compare the way the computer operates to the way the mind operates, the computers are often much more protected than the human mind because they have this firewall programming system, whereas the mind doesn't have that. And there's a positive and negative side to this. The positive side is human imagination. There's no limit. And the negative side is people are not aware of advertising, marketing, and those kinds of manipulation that happen in the world around about.